Hey, welcome back to another episode of Simple Truth Television. Today is October 21st, 2025. So, we're going to talk about the World Series. Starts in 3 days. And I'm going to give you guys my pick. I'm going to tell you guys who I like. Yeah, there is a narrative for both sides, like all the time, like always, right? But I'm going to give you guys the side that I think has the better narrative. So, I just want to wait for a few more people to join us and then we can get started. Yesterday a lot of people called in with some great observations. We all know how this is all a big tribute to Drake and Kendrick Lamar, who had their fake rap beef. And of course, they got Toronto versus LA, reminding us of Kobe Bryant, who scored 81 points against Toronto in his 666 game. And we saw how the Dodgers last year paid tribute to Kobe Bryant. And looks like this year they'll pay tribute to Kobe Bryant once again. And yeah, we also spoke about how the name Kawhi Leonard equals 121. Blue Jays is 121. This is the 121st World Series. And what's funny is that the game one is 117 days after Kawhi Leonard's birthday. And we know Dodgers, Toronto, Major League Baseball all are 117. And remember, last year was a big 117 ritual. The World Series ended 117 days after Shohei Ohtani's birthday and 117 weeks after the death of Vince Scully. That's why it was so easy to predict that they was going to win in 5 games. And that's exactly what happened. The Dodgers won in the Bronx with the birthplace of Vince Scully. And I think that's what they're paying tribute to Vince Scully once again in this season. All right, so I see 30 people. I think that's pretty good. So let's just get started. So, yeah, so the World Series starts on Drake's 39th birthday. Of course, the name Drake equals 39. We all know Drake has a song called Back to Back, right? And I think that's what's going to happen. I think that's what this whole riddle's about. The Dodgers going back to back, just like how Kobe Bryant went back to back. The only one thing that really scares me is that Dave Roberts can pick up his 49th postseason loss. But he can also pick up his 69th postseason win if the Dodgers do come out victorious. And that can happen in the World Series. And World Series equals 69, just like the name Aubrey Graham, which is Drake's birth name. Notice he was born Aubrey Drake Graham. The name Aubrey Graham equals 69. And we all know how the World Series starts on his 39th birthday. And notice in Gematria, Not Like Us, which was Kendrick Lamar's diss record, it has Gematria of 117. Think about the Dodgers saying that to the Blue Jays. They're not like us. Yeah, the Blue Jays is a good team, but they're not like us, right? Which is Kendrick Lamar's record. And think about it, Kendrick Lamar also won the rap beef. So why not just beat him again in the World Series? Yeah, but this is the clincher here, though. This is the thing. This is the big piece right here. Actually, there's 2 pieces that I like. So if the World Series ends on October 29th, that will be the 135th day of Kendrick Lamar's age. Notice he was born on June 17th, 1987, the same day in history that OJ had his chase. And notice his full name is 135, just like Kobe Bean Bryant. So what a way to pay tribute to Kobe Bryant on October 29th. And you know what's also funny that remember last year the World Series ended on October 30th, 2024, 117 days after Shohei Ohtani's birthday. October 29th is the 117th day of his age, of Shohei Ohtani's age. Right? I wrote that up here. The World Series can end on October 29th, 2025, which is which is the 117th day of Shohei Ohtani's age, similar to what they did last year when it ended 117 days after his birthday and 117 weeks after the death of Vince Scully. And think about it, the Game 5 will be played on October 29th, so the series can end 4-1, paying tribute to Kobe Bryant, who died at the age of 41. Of course, the name Kobe Bryant equals 41. This is the narrative that I like the most. To be honest, I do see the things that can go against the Dodgers, but Dave Roberts picking up his 69th postseason win in the World Series. When World Series equals 69, just like back to back, it's like Aubrey Graham. I don't know how you can fade 69 in the World Series. To be honest, that's a huge number. And also this is the tribute to Vince Scully and Fernando Valenzuela, who they sacrificed last year right before the World Series. The Dodgers right now have 102 wins. Think about that. 102 wins. Then Drake's full name goes 102. It's funny because I'm thinking like maybe the Dodgers will lose game one. Both teams will be on 102 wins because the name Aubrey Drake Graham equals 102. So the Blue Jays can pick up their 102nd win of the season on his birthday. That's still, a toss up. I have to look at other things. I'm not too confident in that, but that is the narrative for the upset on Drake's birthday. But I think this is going to be the tribute to Vince Scully here. If the Dodgers win the World Series, they will have 106 wins. And notice Vince Scully's 106, just like Fernando Valenzuela, Agumia. Not sure how you say that name, his last name. Anguamea, yeah. Well, Fernando Valenzuela's full name equals 106. And again, they sacrificed him last year when they won the rigged World Series. And of course, Vince Scully, who was a big part of that riddle last year. Huge part of that riddle. The most important part of that riddle, to be honest. I think that they had a Kobe layer to it. They had a Fernando layer. But I think the man that they really was paying tribute to was Vince Scully. And again, this year they can win 106 games and pay tribute to Vince Scully once again. So yeah, October 29th, Game 5, the 135th day of Kendrick Lamar's age. Big Kobe Bryant number, big Kendrick Lamar number. The 117th day of Shohei Ohtani's age. This will be the song probably playing in the stadium. Not Like Us by Kendrick Lamar. The Drake diss track, which equates to 117. And keep in mind, we all know Toronto is 117, Dodgers is 117. Like I said, the World Series starts 117 days after Kawhi Leonard's birthday. There are things that can go against the Dodgers. The caller yesterday spoke about the Charlie Kirk and how the name Charlie Kirk equals 105, and the Blue Jays can have 105 wins if they win the World Series. Because the Blue Jays won the World Series in 1993, the same year that Charlie Kirk was born. But I don't think that narrative is more powerful than this one. I think that Dave Roberts being on 65 wins in the postseason, getting 4 more to get to 69. Keep in mind that the Dodgers lost 69 games in the regular season. World Series equals 69. Why not finish with 69 postseason wins as well? And keep in mind that 69 is not just any number. That's an Illuminati number as well. The Catholic Church is also 69. We spoke about this before when we covered the rapper 69. That's a big number to look at ball right here. 69. I'm spelling it wrong. Illuminati. There it is. And Illuminati is also 150 like World Series. Actually, Illuminati and World Series has a very, very interesting parallel. There it is. Right, the Illuminati are the ones controlling these baseball games, you guys. Yeah, again, Catholic Church is 69. The Jesuit Order is also 69. Again, that's not just any number. That's a very important number. Saturn. 69. It's funny. Isn't Saturn? Look at that. It wasn't that their record in the regular season, 93 and 69, the Dodgers? Paying tribute to Saturn, the keeper of time. Look at the Dodgers record this season, you guys. 93 and 69. What is the gematria of Saturn? 93 forwards, 69 in reverse. And think about it, right? So if the Blue Jays only win one game, right, they'll finish with 102. They'll finish with 102 wins for the regular season. Notice the name Aubrey Drake Graham equals 102. They can finish with 102 wins if they only win one game in this series. And I think that's the most realistic narrative. The Dodgers winning in 5. So maybe the Blue Jays win the first game and then lose 4 in a row. Because if they win the first game, both teams will be on 102 wins, and then the Dodgers can dominate the next 4 games. Because I do think October 29th will be the day that it all ends. The date even 63 days left in the year. Speaking of sacrifices, think about who died at the age of 35 recently. Jesus Montero, who wore number 63 for the Mariners. Major League Baseball 63. And oh my God, just look at this, you guys. Look how perfect ritual this is. If it does end on that day, look at this. Major League Baseball, 63 forwards, 117 in reverse. We all know about the 162, right? 162 games in the regular season. 63 and 117. October 29th leaves 63 days left in the year. And that's Shohei Ohtani's 117th day of his age. And he could go back to back and give Dave Roberts his 69th win of the season. 69th postseason win of his career. In tribute to number 24, who also went back to back with the Lakers. I don't know. This looks like money in the bank. Let me take a look at FanDuel, see what the odds is for the Dodgers to win the World Series. It's at negative 220, which is not bad. Let's just take a look at what the odds is for them to win in 5. Plus 360. So look at these two odds right here, you guys. Either or to me is a good bet. Obviously, one of them pays way more. And that's picking the Dodgers to win exactly 5 games at plus 360. I would take a gamble with that. I would. Plus 360 or negative 220 to get the insurance, That way you don't have to worry about if it does end in 6, the 6 ends in 6. Yeah, but I don't think the Blue Jays are gonna upset the Dodgers. I don't think that's a realistic narrative, to be honest. Especially with what happened in the rap battle. Drake got demolished by Kendrick Lamar. I don't know. I don't understand what the point of having the Blue Jays beat the how that will be connected to the rap battle. Because obviously there's a Kendrick Lamar Drake riddle here. The Drake versus Kendrick verdict and the ghost of Tupac. Let me just read this article and see what this is about. The Drake versus Kendrick verdict and the ghost of Tupac's hologram. What is this about? Another verdict was handed down earlier this month in the Black Greek tragedy. That was the Kendrick Lamar versus Drake showdown. While hip-hop fans already made their ruling more than a year ago. Exactly. They had Kendrick Lamar winning over Drake. The Compton's Good Kid was decidedly the clear victor of the musical tug-of-war. The Canadian rhymesayer decided to litigate the beef in a place never before attempted in the genre's 50-year history, the court of law. Yeah, where they do that at? Who takes a rap battle to court? The Sixth God does. Okay. You think Tupac and Biggie would have did that, you guys? Oh, Lord. Yeah, but again, not like us. 117, just like Dodgers and Toronto. It's also 36 like Toronto. Toronto is not like us. That's what I'm getting from this. Toronto is not like us. We are the true champions. We are going back to back in the World Series. Yeah, but the 49 there is there for the Dodgers to get upset it. Blue Jays does have gematria of 49. If that's what you want to go with, fine. And the narrative for the 6 games is the Dodgers can pick up that 72nd loss. Toronto 72. That's why, picking the Dodgers to win in 5 is a gamble. But I wouldn't fade the 106 though. I think they do get that with that 106 win of the season. R.I.P. Vince Scully. R.I.P. Fernando. And last thing I want to check, I just want to look into Kirk Gibson real quick. So Kirk Gibson's birthday is May 28th. Huh. So 154 days. Mm-hmm. Yeah, the World Series starts on Kirk Gibson's 150th day of his age. World Series is 150. How about that? Remember they paid tribute to Kirk Gibson last year during Game 1 when Freddie Freeman hit the walk-off home run in a big 666 ritual. They both hit the home run at the exact same time. I'll show you this ritual that they did. This ritual that they did last year. The whole Freddie meet Gibby ritual. You see how the number of the beast equals 837? Kirk Gibson and Freddie Freeman, they both hit their walk-off home run at exactly 8:37 p.m. 36 years apart. When 666 is the number of the beast, and it's also the 36 triangular number. When Freddie Freeman hit the home run, the Dodgers ended up winning 3-6 over the Yankees. Dodgers equals 36. 36 years after Kirk Gibson does the walk-off, Freddie Freeman does the walk-off in a 666 ritual. And they both did it, batting left-handed, limping off one leg, and they both hit the home run to right field. And both of the announcers said the exact same thing. She is gone. And a big tribute to Kirk Gibson and Vince Scully. But again, what are the odds that they both hit the home run at exactly 8:37? And that is a fact. You guys don't believe me, you can just look it up. What time did Freddie Freeman hit his home run against the Yankees in Game 1? It'll show up. Yeah, 8:37 p.m. You see that? Freddie Freeman did it at 8:37 p.m. Right? Now I'll look up what time did Kirk Gibson. So just type in the same question and just type in Kirk Gibson. Just type in Kirk Gibson, replace Kirk Gibson's name and replace Yankees and just type in, I think he did it against the Oakland A's, right? Here it is. Kirk Gibson hit his walk-off home run at 8:37 p.m. Pacific time in Game 1 of the 1988 World Series. And Freddie Freeman hit his walk-off grand slam at 8:37. Oh, yeah, so this is a Facebook. Somebody probably noticed this. Let's see. It looks like baseball probably put this information out, but what they left out was, they did. What they didn't mention is how the number of the beast, obviously they're not going to mention that, but they didn't mention how the number of the beast equals 837. That's why they both hit the home run at the exact same time. I don't know how people don't even find that strange, how these two moments in baseball history with the same team happen at the exact same time of the day. Wow. But of course, they're not going to mention how the number of the beast is 837. And both home runs happen 36 years apart. And 666 is the 36 triangular number. And 666 is known as the number of the beast. They're not going to mention that part, right? But yeah, they both hit the home run at 837. What are the odds of that, right? A big tribute to Kirk Gibson in game one. And now the World Series starts on his 150th day of his age when World Series is 150. The guy born in 57. Well, of course he was. World Series 57. You guys saw how yesterday Kirk, no, not Kirk, Shane Bieber, number 57, started the game for the Blue Jays. 147 days after Vladimir Guerrero's birthday, when World Series is 57 and 147. I don't know how there was anybody doubting the Blue Jays yesterday. Man, you guys should not be gambling. Don't even watch this type of content. This is not for you. If you faded the Blue Jays yesterday, you should not watch gematria videos. You should not gamble on sports. You should do something else with your life. Because this is obviously too much for you. Anybody that betted on the Mariners yesterday, you guys are fools. Just to be nice, you know. It's just the Mariners had a 0% chance of winning yesterday, even with their 3-1 lead in the seventh inning, because it's fucking rigged and scripted. Juan Bautista and Springer both had a iconic moments, right? 10 years apart. Nobody finds that strange. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna leave a link. I think I posted the link in the chat. If you guys want to join in, join us the StreamYard and talk about your narrative. And if you like my narrative, if you want to add on to the narrative, you're welcome to do so. We got Ocho from the Ocho. What's going on, Ocho?
What's up, Simple Truth? How you been, bro?
Long time, man. What's going on?
I know it's been a minute. I've been fading the internet.
I hear you, man. What's going on?
No, nothing much. I ain't got much to add to you, John. I like everything you're saying. The Dodgers, I just really can't see um a team that just had to take a team to game 7, beat a team that just swept the team. I don't think they're gonna do that. So I do feel the Dodgers. As well as I think like this will have a connection to Trump as well, right?
Mm-hmm.
From what remember a couple months ago, Trump was having a whole back and forth with Canada, right? Wasn't they just beefing with Canada, saying how Canada was like another what was they saying? It was the other USA or something like that. I forgot what they were saying, but it was like a whole thing with Trump and Canada was saying they not us or whatever. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good
Now,
point. That's a good point.
and when you think about it, like Canada is not a part of the US. Every other team in the league is a part of the US. Like the MLB is a US thing. All these championships over here is a US thing. You know?
Yeah, and then think about how they always punk Canada in the hockey world, right?
Right.
They always laugh. They don't allow the Canadian teams to win the Stanley Cups.
Exactly. And Canada is known for hockey. They the ones who
They're known for
created.
hockey, and they haven't won a championship in like 30 plus years. It's crazy.
It's a joke, bro. So I really just wanted to get on to say that because I haven't really heard anybody bring up Trump with it. I love the connection with Kendrick and Drake. That's just crazy. Like, they've been showing us that from the gate. Everything been blue right now. It's a whole blue thing right now. OKC. Now we got an all blue World Series. I'm pretty sure we'll have a blue team in the Super Bowl this year, or a blue team win it.
So I'm
What
trying to
you
find
think?
this article that you was talking about. Okay, so the U.S. Canada trade deal could be ready for approval. Is that what you was talking about?
No, I was talking about how a couple months ago Trump was going back and forth. I hope somebody in the chat know what I'm talking about, but like Trump was going back and forth with Canada. I think this was back when the tariffs things had first started about the tariffs. And then
Mhm.
like they were saying he had made a comment about USA owning Canada, or either like Canada being a part of the US, or like saying they're like the second US or something like that. It was something weird. But the Canada like president or whoever, whatever their leader is, I stay out of all this stuff, but whoever their leader is came out and was saying that he's not like he just was going back and forth with Trump. So like I just think it's funny. That's
Yeah, I
the
see it.
whole
I
thing.
see it now. Canada
Yeah.
shows how to neutralize Trump's trade attacks.
Yeah. They was going back and forth with Trump like a couple months ago when he first started the tariffs thing. So it's crazy how now we got Canada versus LA. You know, LA went back to back. You know, it's like it's crazy. And of course they would do that when Shohei comes to the team. The
And
whole
the
year
guy
been
has the
about
same birthday as Vladimir Guerrero.
who? Shohei?
Well, no, the Carney, the prime minister of Canada.
Oh my God, he got the same birthday as
Yeah,
Vladimir Guerrero. Like, look at that. So you know for a fact that got something to do with it.
yeah,
I
yeah.
mean, you
Makes
know
a lot of
for a
sense.
fact something got to
And he's the
got something.
24th prime minister when Canada is 24. That's funny.
See?
Yeah,
And LA love that 24, bro.
yeah. I can't see Canada again beating the. I mean, they. I understand why the Raptors did it, but I don't see them beating the Dodgers, man. To be
I
honest.
don't either. But this whole Shohei thing is perfect. How they almost have Shohei play Kyle Riley. The whole season was about them two people. And now look,
Exactly.
they almost lined it up like that. But they throw you off if you was just on that, like, all right, it's gonna be Kyle Riley versus Shohei. You run that and then you wrong because you missing what the Blue Jays got and the history of Blue Jays and all that. You know what I'm saying? So, bro, it's crazy how rigged and stupid this shit is, dog. Every single day. Like, come on, yo.
Yeah. So many people want to like go argue about it. Shit is it's
That's why
mind blowing.
I don't even address them no more. Simple truth. Why you think I've been fading the internet? I don't even address these people no more for real, bro. They weird. It's so many agents in the community too. Like it don't make no fucking sense, bro. You get on Discord, you be like, man, what is all of this? Like, and then people still making weird comments like that on YouTube saying how this is fake or they not getting it. Man, I'm leaving people behind at this point. Truth. It's like, what's the point, bro? We've been
Yeah,
doing this for a few
I felt
years, bro.
I felt that shit a few years ago, man. When I was doing, I think that's what Zach got mad at me because I told him straight up, I'm like, listen, man, I don't know how you do this shit because I feel like this shit is a waste of time. To be honest,
Yeah,
people are
and
not gonna fucking budge. This shit
they
is like,
don't. And it's getting worse. Like it's getting worse every day.
yeah, it's
Now I
getting
ain't
worse
saying
because
I gave up on this stuff because
they're
I'm still
actually coming
doing
out
it.
and telling that they're being open about it. Like Tony
Listen,
Romo says, oh, they have chips in the football. Like when has that ever been a thing where they have things in the side of a ball?
listen, bro.
They never
Like, come
told
on,
us
bro.
that. They
Why
never
would they
even.
tell you that now? Why would they tell
All
you
of a
the
sudden
chips
they
in the
wanted to just share that with the public. Like,
bro? I've been here trying to explain to people about the Eagles. The Eagles just became 5-2 against Minnesota, which equals
oh my god,
52, and they
oh
won Super Bowl 52 against the Carson Wentz, who got injured for Nick Foles to come in and win Super Bowl 52. And then he
no, no,
throws
no,
for
that wasn't even that.
313 yards the 65th prime, bro. Come on, dog. Philadelphia 65. Like, I'm tired of people, bro.
Was that
I've been
was? Let me ask you something. Was that the biggest mockery of this week, or was it the Giants game when they allowed 33 points in the fourth quarter?
Oh, that's the Giants, of course. 33 points in the
How do
fourth
you
quarter is
allow
blatant.
33? That's five scores. You can't even do that in a video game. A professional football team is going to allow 33 points in 12
Yo,
in 15 minutes. Oh
exactly.
my
How is it
god, yo.
possible? How is it possible unless they laying down?
Yes,
Come
yes.
on, truth. Like
That means you have
that's
to like throw like two passes per drive
bro.
and score every
Quarterback
time.
Gino just put up like 50 yards in a full game.
Oh my
50
god.
yards in a full game. Like, come on, bro. These people, it's a shame at this point.
And the funny part is, right, so they was paying tribute to the football player who passed away at the age of 33.
Mhm.
What was his name again? I forgot, but there was a football player that died a few years ago at the age of 33, and then they scored 33 points in that game, and they just honored him before the game. So
Oh
it's
my
like they're so
God.
blatant about it now. It's like,
It's like, yeah, these people don't want to wake up. They don't care. They want to look past it because they comfortable with the lifestyle that they live in at the moment. But now they starting to do little things to make it rougher. You see today, they talk this government shutdown stuff, but they only shut down food stamp and welfare, like anything welfare. They didn't shut down anything, bro. So you know what I mean? Like it's like what it's like what's gonna wake people up besides them making them very uncomfortable? It takes something tragic for you to change and some
and think about it,
motivation.
right? So even with the George Floyd stuff, right? People did like react to that, but
Hmm.
people really took that opportunity to commit crime. Like people didn't really care about stopping police brutality. They just used that as an excuse to go steal and go break into stores. Like
But that,
people
of
really
course,
don't care about.
of course, simple truth, because that's how they guided that energy. They guided that energy like that. You know, they made the problem, and they also guided where the people's emotions was gonna go when that happened. They were out in the streets. Cops were getting caught throwing bricks through windows, sparking it off. So it
Mm.
wasn't even like people, regular civilians' idea. It was the cops. They started it off and then fade into the shadows. You know what I mean? So it was them. They created the problem and the solution and the problem again. You know what I mean? So
Because I'm thinking
it's
like,
them.
how does stealing gonna how is that gonna stop police brutality? Like,
It
how is
doesn't.
that
What
getting
they did
justice
was
for George
created
Floyd?
a, it was an opportunity. Like, so like these people are, this is a poverty stricken area where me and you are from, bro. You from New York, I'm from Philly. We from poverty stricken areas that they made sure would be like that. Now
Yep.
you mean to tell me when you see somebody throw a brick through a window and no cops is responding to the break-in for a whole 30 minutes to an hour and you don't have no money in your pocket. You don't have anything. You come from nothing and you see that, you see them throw a brick through a Gucci store, you not gonna run in there and take that stuff and sell it?
Yeah, yeah. You
That's
know
what
what?
you're
You know
doing
what's
because
funny?
you have to do what you got to do. So they're guiding the like, and then for them, it didn't mean nothing for that to happen because all of them stores had insurance. So all of
Yeah,
them stores,
yeah. You know what I was
right?
what I was about to say is that here
It's
there's a avenue called Fordham Road where there's like a big shopping center in the Bronx.
right.
The police were not doing anything. They were allowing people to go into the stores. So they were
Exact
just
same
standing
thing.
there looking at them and not making any arrests.
Same thing happened here. Truth. Same thing. I was seeing it. And
Yeah.
then once it got to after a certain amount of time went by, then you would see the cops swarm the building. I was like, oh, and if you was paying attention, you would probably, I'm pretty sure that had to do with numerology. It probably a good 33 minutes probably went by, or 13
Yeah, yeah.
minutes they
Yep.
let go by before they respond. Like, I already know, dog.
Yeah, they
I
was
didn't
doing that
have
on
three
purpose.
cops.
They set up they were setting us up for failure.
They always do. So like you gotta always, I mean, you always gotta point the finger at them because they the ones who made these people this stupid. You know, they the
Yep.
ones who make these people this angry. They the ones who make these people happy. They the ones who make these people sad, bro. It's
But you
just
know what I think? I think that's like a way for them to measure their type of control. It's like, okay, we're gonna let you do this just to see how, because we know how you're gonna react. So we can control. It's like a mind. It's a powerful mind control tactic.
mm-hmm.
Like, okay, so here, go steal. I bet you're gonna do it. You see, so
Yep.
you need that's proven to people that they need to be controlled because
Yep.
they can't control themselves.
Exactly true. And then they like that will help you as well completely miss the point of what's going on. Like at the end of the day, y'all all out here angry because the cops killed a man, right? So
Mhm.
why ain't the focus strictly on that? Now
Yep.
that y'all seen them running in stores and stuff like that, now y'all doing that, and they make sure of that so you don't get, all this hate in your heart towards them. Now that it kind of it left your mind. These people are they study the psychological. You know what I
Yo,
mean?
that's a great point you made, right? Because they did flip it, right? Because they had the whole world mad at the cops after the killing of the George Floyd, right?
Hmm.
But then after they let people, vandalize and steal from local stores, the owners of those stores were asking for help from the police. So now it's like, okay, are you mad at us,
Or
or
do
wait,
you
okay, so
need
you're
us?
mad at us, but now you need us. You need us to lock up all these people who ran into your stores and broke in and stole everything. Now you need now you need the police. Now the police are the good guys. Yes, it was a big psychological operation. You're right about
As well as everything, truth. So, you always gotta just look at it like that. I blame everything on the Jesuits, bro. I swear, everything. I blame
that. Yeah,
everything
they
on
got
them
this
because
shit mastered. They got this shit. Oof.
exactly every day, this shit, bro. Every
Multiple,
day.
now not only every day, but multiple times during the day. Every moment they're doing something. They're either killing this
Every
person
moment they
or
doing
rigging
something.
this game or terrorizing this person or taking away food stamps from this group of people. It's like
Yep,
they're always doing something
doing
to
something.
to make our lives even more miserable.
Yes, sir. And they say the government shut down, but nothing shut down besides welfare. The cops are still out here doing the same thing to people. The courts is still out here doing the same thing to people. Like how did they shut down besides the
Well, they're
thing
saying
that
that
he said he was
42
shutting down
million.
from us?
They're saying that 42 million people are going to be without food stamps soon.
Yeah, of course, of course.
Oh yeah,
It's
so they're
still
already saying, oh yeah, people in Pittsburgh around where you live, 300,000 what it says here, 300,000 Pittsburgh area residents will lose SNAP benefits amid government shutdown.
it already
300,000
happened.
people.
It already happened. Truth over here. I know a girl in Jersey, and she was doing like she told me yesterday that she couldn't use her WIC card in the market. It just wouldn't work. It kept saying error. So
Two
they shut
million
down markets.
Pennsylvanians. That's
Yeah.
your neighborhood.
Yeah.
2 million people out of that state. That's amazing, man. There's
Yep.
gonna be a lot of more crime. People are
Yeah.
not gonna be able to eat. That's gonna lead to more crime.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. One thing that's good here, I see a lot in this city. It'd be a lot of like food pantries going, but I seen stuff on the news with like Phil Abundance. That's a big warehouse here that or a company here or nonprofit here that does a lot of that supplies all of these food pantries that's in this area. And I seen that they had stuff going on with them where they was talking about funding or whatever. So it's a lot. It's a lot, man. It's a lot of food pantries, but it's like the stuff that they doing. We kind of seen it coming through the movies and whatnot. Like the TV shows and whatnot, like they are kind of making a Walking Dead type of, life out here. So
Yeah, when once you mess with
got
people's
prepared.
food, that's when you really touching home.
Yeah,
People not gonna be able to put food on the table. That's next level.
exactly. Not even real food either. Just start poison, the daily poison.
Yep, yep.
I work in pharmacy now. Like I work as a pharmacy tech right now. I went to school or whatever for a little bit. And like I see how these people coming in for medicine and stuff. And a lot of my coworkers, they be saying, if these people don't come in for their medicine, we don't have a job. And it's just that sentence sounds different in different rooms. You know what I mean when I say that? I know you know what I mean when I say that. Saying that in a Jesuit room, like think about the Jesuits when they said that. If these people don't come for medicine, we don't have a job. You know what I mean? Like it just
Yeah,
made me
they're
think
basically
about
saying that we
discipline.
need we need people get sick. We need them to get sick.
Yeah. And then like these people come in for mental health things. These people come in for all types of like blood pressure and whatnot, like needing insulin and stuff. And it just made me think like these people created the problem because everything we have here in America is so poisonous. Like you look at other countries and how their ingredients list look for the same products and they don't have all the same stuff that's in it like we do. And then like then you got to go to the insurance company and get them to pay for your insulin or your blood pressure medicine or anything like that. And I just think about how it's like the stuff you eating is always linked to that. It's always linked to the stuff you eating and how you living, cigarettes and whatnot, all of that added
Yeah, all
to
the
it.
vices too.
Your
They
own
make
vices.
yeah.
So
Yeah,
it's pretty
I've
separated.
always, I think that's what led me into this true community. Is like I was just noticing how the neighborhoods are set up with all the liquor stores and
Hmm.
all the candy stores, and they don't really have a lot of healthy foods around. And then sometimes they'll close the park so you can't even go outside and play. I'm like, damn, they got this shit controlled to the
So
max, man.
exactly. So what we saying, tie it all the way back to this Dodgers thing. How could they ever get it, truth? How could they ever see this? It take a special soul to hear heaven, bro.
Yeah, yep.
Not everybody can hear heaven.
Hmm.
Not everybody can hear the creator. This is stuff that you just an advanced person, bro. And all of us in this community are. That's just what it is. They would never get that. The things they got to worry about every day, a lot of people don't even want to get this because they so stressed out. All of these things that's surrounding them and their environment is swallowing these people up. They can't even fathom this. The numbers
Yeah,
thing.
they don't have time to
They
even
don't
worry
have
about.
time. They can't
Yeah,
even
like
sit down
they're
and
like that's the least of my concerns. When right now they just took my food stamps away. I got diabetes. One of my family members is sick. It's like you're right about that. I think
yeah,
that's part of the whole matrix too. Keep us
exactly.
sick, keep us occupied, so we don't even know what's going on. We don't even have time to even worry about what's going on.
Exactly. So they can't get this.
So
They
then
will never
and
get
that's
it.
another thing that what they do too is because people are so stressed, they're like, okay, let me watch this sports game so I can feel a little
Relax,
relief,
yo. Exactly.
and then they
Like this
mock
is
you
a
even
whole
more.
vibe for them. Sunday, they put all their team gear on. They invite the fam and friends over, cook and all this stuff. All they do is cheer, and this is help. This help they relieve their stress. Whole time, people
They
done
getting
died for this
they they
shit.
they getting mocked. They getting scammed because the games are rigged. So people are betting on their favorite team. They're getting scammed. Think about all the Seattle Mariners fans who got scammed in that game seven. They all got scammed,
They was
scammed,
up 3-1,
robbed. They all got robbed.
robbed. It's crazy, bro.
Crazy, man. It's crazy.
Somebody else trying to get in here?
Nah, that's my daughter calling this. But
Shout out to your daughter, man.
oh yeah, she's just gonna keep calling me. Oh
But
my
yeah,
god.
truth, you definitely on point with this, John, bro. I'm mad I don't be able to see this stuff earlier.
I'm
I'll
on
be so
live right
mad
now.
because it'd be so clear. It'd be so clear, truth. That's why I'd be so mad, man. It'd be so clear once they do it all. You'd be like, yo, damn, Kendrick and Drake, obviously. Kendrick
Yeah.
and Drake. This is so
like
fucking
like
easy.
now is this the most blatant World Series though?
Yeah,
Like
I mean,
I can mention five the
I
most
don't
blatant.
know,
Is
bro.
this the
Every
most
year is
blatant one?
blatant truth.
They're all blatant, right?
Every year is blatant. Like I be mad at myself every year when I see the outcome.
Yeah, like
I
the
be
two
like,
black
yo,
quarterbacks
damn.
on Abraham Lincoln's birthday. That wasn't blatant enough.
Yo. I mean, the whole Eagles joint just recently with the Saquon Barkley birthday.
Oh shit, yeah, that one was
That all
crazy.
of that stuff is just like, yo, they talked about this guy the whole season. They doing it again with they just did it with Otani. This whole year been about Otani. The
What
whole
about
year.
the Thunder having their buses already painted before Game 7?
Yeah, the bus is already painted. Then dumb people gonna say, "Oh, they paint both of the buses just in
Yo,
case." No, the
you know what?
fuck they don't.
Yeah, I hate people's reactions to this shit. You know what people said when Tony Romo admitted that there was chips in the football? Somebody said that's not a real video, that was AI.
Oh
I'm
my
like, yo, he fucking said
god.
that during the game, man. Like, what the fuck? They always
Mm.
find an excuse to make like for this shit. Like,
To keep believing,
yeah, to keep believing it, yo.
the word that got lie in the middle. So man, that's why I just leave these people behind. I don't think you should ever stop doing what you're doing because this is history. You in history, bro. When you pass and you gone, this stuff is still gonna be here. You still gonna be teaching motherfuckers. Just like Zach stuff too. When he gone, it's still gonna be here. You know what I mean? It's gonna be some new people who pick up this and do what y'all do. But at the same time, you shouldn't give up on it because you are helping some people. It may not seem like it or feel like it, but there's people that you are helping just from doing videos. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you definitely ain't wasting your time. Don't ever think that you wasting your time or this is a waste of time. Sometimes it might feel like that because these people is idiots and we got agents attacking us. Agents, bro, and bots attacking us. Nigga, I took the job at I worked at so many places, bro. I took the job at the Evolution Studios. That's down here in Philly, bro. They right here on Broad and Spring Garden. They inside the CW Philly building. I went there and worked for a week. I got fired because I went at one of these niggas. I started to really notice the connection between the numbers 6, 7, and 13 while I was sitting there dealing cards. I'm like, yo, 6, 7, and 13 is such a crazy combo of numbers. You know what I mean? 13 to 6 prime and 759, all that. I'm like, yo, what the? That's crazy. Like I just started noticing somebody said some dumb shit. And it was like this guy he said that he wrote jingles for commercials. He was in there working and he turned around and was like, oh my God, I can't even think you're disrupting the class. I'm like, what? Yo, it was the craziest shit I ever had happen. I wound up going at him, so they fired me, right? But when I was there, it just made me think deeper on like the cards and everything they doing. It's all rigged. The people who dealing them cards, they never see the deck be put together. Somebody brings them a deck that's already built, and then they teach you how to shuffle. When I was in placement, I played spades with people who knew how to set the deck just from shuffling. So these people teach you how to shuffle and how to deal, and you cannot shuffle how you want to. You have to do it the way they tell you. You cannot do nothing different. They will not allow you to. So you don't even know what you're doing. Like they're they are telling you what to do, and you're just following protocol because you want to make some money, right?
Hmm.
But you never seen the deck be put together. I also sat through a whole round of from a fresh shoe of cards for 21, and I counted the cards, and they only supposed to have a certain amount of each card in the deck. And I was counting more than what it was supposed to be there. And nobody is regulating that or stopping that from happening because they all a part of the shit. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah, exactly.
people ain't gonna never wake up to this stuff, bro, because they can't. It's too much. It's too much to handle. It's too much going at them every day. It's too much there.
Yeah, and yeah, right now Toronto, they probably in that same
Partying.
position. Paul, yeah,
They up
partying,
there
and
partying.
celebrating.
They can't even see it. They don't care. They don't care. They partying. They having a good time. They don't even care if these dudes lose. If they lose, they're gonna be sad, but they'll be like, "Oh, we always got next year." They always think this stuff is real. It's like they up there partying and sleepy.
But it's like you said in the beginning of the video. It's like this stuff it's deeper than just the baseball game. This stuff it has a lot to do with politics and stuff that really
Yep.
affects people's daily lives.
Hmm.
And that's why I think that's why this stuff really does matter. Because I mean, think about it. Food stamps is something that not all of us get, but it is helpful.
It helps a
That
lot.
extra
Yeah, because
two
our
three
pay
hundred
rates
dollars that
suck.
helps.
The pay rates suck. Even if you got a job, you need food stamps.
Yep, yep,
Food
yep.
is high as hell. Sugar is high as hell because all it is a bunch of sugar. It's all high as hell. You know what I mean? Like all of this stuff high. And then you got kids who growing. They going through growth spurts, so they're gonna keep eating like vacuums. They ain't gonna never stop eating. You know what I mean? You
Yeah,
gotta
if you
keep
have
up.
children, you're definitely going through it right now.
Yeah, you gotta keep up. And it's not even your choice. That's the worst part about it. These people think they have a choice. They got the illusion of choice. Like people blame each other, like, oh, y'all voted for Trump and this, that. But it's not Trump. No matter who's in there, this same agenda is gonna go across. They do something to us every single year. Every year they do something to us. When has it ever been a year of them not fucking with people? Think about it. It was never a time when they wasn't fucking with us in some type of way, shape, or form, where they was writing bills that was doing something to you, or they was it's always every year, whether it's Democrat or Republican, they always fucking with you. Like it don't matter. So that's why I've been like, I've been just trying to focus on myself. Like I've been trying to focus on like, cause what else? When you get back to it, it's all gonna go back to you. We
Yeah,
came
that's
in
why
by
if
ourselves and
you,
we leave by ourselves. This is a
yeah,
path and a test for all of us.
that's why I've stopped making videos like I used to. I used to make videos every day. I'm like, I'll make a video every now and then now because I'm like,
Exactly.
this shit is not getting to the people, and even the people that it gets to is they're not motivated to do anything. You see, unlike you, like you came to New York when we did the gathering,
Yeah.
but where's all the people like that really supposedly care about this movement? Like,
And what
why
happened
people didn't?
since then? Like,
Yeah,
you
like
know,
why nobody gathered up that day? Like that was our moment to really make something happen, and there was only a few of us there.
yeah. And you know what was funny about that day? I'll never forget was the fact that that was the first year I ever seen that they stopped paying like 9/11 extreme attention. I never like every year since 9/11 happened, I feel like they talked about it crazy on TV on 9/11. It was like a big thing. Like they always like everybody paid attention to it. That was the first year I didn't see no media coverage at the World Trade Center, nothing. It was just us there, like they didn't have no cameras there, nothing, no nothing covering it. And then they don't, it's like they don't really talk about it no more. I don't know. It just felt like that to me that year.
Yeah, but I just feel like that day that showed us like this community like there's not a lot of support behind it because
Yeah.
only a handful of people was even out there on the most
Mhm.
important day in history, 9/11. I mean, what's more important than that?
Right. That's what I'm saying. And like it wasn't no news stations out there, and
Well,
we
yeah,
gathered like.
well, we would have went super viral. They
But
did
that's
that.
what I'm saying. Truth, why? Why wasn't it nothing out there?
You
Remember, we
think you
seen
think
the army
they
out
knew
there.
we was coming? Yeah,
We
maybe.
seen the army. Remember, we see
Yep.
military dudes out there. Like we
Yeah.
ain't see no nothing, but we see military dudes, especially when them cops came. When them cops came, and then now we see the military dudes behind them, where they made that little bark, like that little just that little roadblock they made for us. Remember that? That was weird as hell. It was just so weird how they did that.
And you know what's funny because I got there early. I got there like around 6 in the morning, and there was cameras there, but every time I would try to approach the camera, they would walk away. They did everything to try to avoid me.
Because they know who you are.
Nah, and they know the message because I was talking about things, and they was probably listening, so they didn't want that message on camera.
No,
I was
but they
telling them, like,
know who
yo,
you
you
are.
think it's a coincidence, 9/11, 1968, and I was just breaking it down. And they was listening to it. But then when I try to get close to the camera, they would try to avoid me as much as possible. And they even went to the police like, yo, get this guy away from us. We don't want this guy next to us. So yeah, these people, the news channels, they know, man. They know what's going on.
The news channels know, and the news channels people know who you are personally. I promise you, they know who you are. That
Yeah,
was not no coincidence, none of that, bro. They know exactly who you are. Like, don't think that these Jesuits don't see this stuff and know
yeah,
exactly
they
who
do.
you and Zach
They
are.
definitely tune in, man. I
Think
could tell.
about when Zach went to OKC and then they spawned the owner out
Yeah,
there.
hey, it's like they was waiting for him too. Yeah,
Hey, truth. Come on, bro. They
yeah,
spawned him out there, and then Zach's stream started messing up as soon as it happened.
yeah.
Next thing you know, you see Zach come back on the stream, him being like carried away from the scene. But before that, like he spotted him, then the stream mess up, and he went out like they spawned him there. That's what I'm saying. They made sure that man came out at that time and all that. It's not no, they know what's going on. They see that they making sure they're monitoring us. They know exactly who all of us are. Don't ever think they don't. They show you in the movies that they get that deep and anal about everything.
Yeah, like the movie Conspiracy Theory, they kept the police was paying attention to Mel Gibson, even though he was just a wild conspiracy theorist, just
But
a
they pay
taxi driver.
attention to him
But they
because
was paying attention to him. Yep.
exactly.
So they're
Bro, they
letting us
know
know, like,
exactly who all of us are, who showed our face on this shit. They
yep.
watch all of us. We done had, bro, I done had three cops pull me over on 33rd and Arch and speak to me. I spoke to three fucking cops, bro. And then the third cop had 33 tatted on his ring finger. I will never fucking forget the shit. And they pulled me over for no reason. They didn't do nothing to me. They just was fucking with me. I know that they gang stalk you. They do stuff to you. They know who you are. They play with your life. They know who you are, bro. Don't ever think that they
I
don't.
mean, yeah, I think they confirmed it when they put out that movie with the Zach's voice in the trailer.
They put a movie out with Zach voice in the trailer?
You didn't know about that?
No. What was that?
Oh yeah, let me look it up. I'll show you. Oh, I forgot the name of it. Somebody remind me in the chat.
I know you lying.
No, no, yeah, they put that movie came out. It came out this year.
Hey,
Somebody remind me
yo.
what was the name of that movie. I forgot the name of it. I still haven't seen it. I need to go see it.
The movie you said is called Conspiracy Theorist with Mel Gibson?
No, yeah, that movie came out in the '90s, but the one I'm talking
Yeah, I
about,
gotta
oh yeah,
watch that.
Eddington, this movie right here.
Adam Eddington?
You never, you
Thank
never,
you.
you never listened to the.
I never even heard of it.
I'll
Eddington.
I'll play it for you right now so you can. All right, let's see if I can find it. Yeah, this confirmed that they are paying attention.
Yeah. Yeah, you just gotta laugh at this stuff because it's like
Let me know if you can
They playing with us.
if you can hear it. Just hold on, let me find
Okay, okay.
the actual trailer. Hold on. I think it's this one. No, I don't think it's that one. I think it might be this one. Where the hell is the trailer at? Hold on. Might be this one. Let's see. Can you hear it?
No, I can't hear
All right. Hold on, because I know why. Because StreamYard doesn't play the YouTube videos.
it.
Hold on, give me a
I
second.
got the stream on too. Let me turn it up.
If you can hear it, let me find the actual trailer. Hold on. I think it's this one. Actually, I know what. You still there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm trying to turn it up so I can see if I can hear it on my joint. I got the stream on my TV.
Yeah, I'm gonna play it on my phone. It plays on my phone better. So yeah, so
I can
so
hear
you,
that.
yeah, so just so you can know what they're saying is he's gonna be doing the guy's gonna be saying a decode just like how Zach does it.
Hmm.
And yeah, you can just in the background he'll say like gematria is the practice of coding numbers into words. All right.
You hear it?
Of course, they keep looking at that lab in Wuhan, China. If you look at that lab in Wuhan when that was established, it was 1956. Of course, that was the year Tom Hanks was born, the first celebrity with the virus, Mr. Sleepless in Seattle.
If you value your life, you should think
I know
twice.
you lying. Get the
Because the people of Eddington like guns.
Your pain is not a coincidence. You are not a coincidence.
you can hear Zach
We
voice
are
through the
not a
whole joint.
coincidence.
Talk
And
about
I'm
Seattle.
speaking now to deny my husband's announcement yesterday, which was false.
Eddington, New Mexico, despite its meager population, is quickly being co-opted in online circles.
I'm ready to continue leading our town and fighting the pandemic and the racial and economic.
Did you hear the beginning?
Yes, I heard it all. Zach even said something about Seattle in the video.
Yeah, Seattle.
You
Yeah,
can hear him say Seattle, and they did that on purpose because that's where Zach from. It's just, bro. Now he not from Seattle, I guess, but from Washington. Like
yeah,
they always mocking you, dog. And that
yeah.
right there, just that shit just shook me.
But the guy
'Cause
did a whole 56. He did a whole 56 decode in the beginning of the video.
that's what I'm saying. Talk about 1956, and then they threw Zach in there. Come on, bro.
Yeah,
This stuff is
that's blatant.
disgusting. It's disgust. It's atrocious.
It's like, bro, they mocking us, man, to the next level, man. This shit is sick, man. And then
Oh
they got
my
the
god.
Joker, and you know what's funny? Like, I don't want to like think this is about me, but they put out the trailer on my birthday, and then they put out the movie a day before his birthday.
Oh yeah. It
So
is about
I don't
you.
know if they put out the trailer on my birthday for me,
Man.
but that's kind of strange. Like they
Stop
put out the
being
movie.
modest. Stop being modest.
No, I'm
You
just
know
saying
for a
like
fact.
this shit is
Come
weird.
on,
Like
bro. Ain't
they
it ain't no
they
coincidence.
put out they look yeah.
They did that on
You,
purpose. It's
yeah,
blatant.
even people in the comments said Zachary Hubbard quote in the beginning. Yeah, some people from the community caught on to that. Yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Truth. It is for you. Don't be modest. It's for you. Make sure you know that because they can do these certain things that they're doing. It can get way more heinous. So we have to be aware for what they're doing. You know what I mean? As we can see, it can get way more heinous. Look how they just did Doug Martin. He probably was living his life thinking that everything was sweet. and then they pull up and say, and the cops just come to your house trying to kill you, and now you fighting back. See what I'm saying? And now he probably even took one with him. Who would even know? You know what I'm saying? But what I'm saying is he fought, he probably was fighting back or whatever happened. But now they come out saying, oh, he was struggling with the cops. Now he did. Nobody gonna talk about it tomorrow. Nobody gonna care. Everybody gonna move on like they do everything else. But we have to be aware of what they're doing, because any given time or day when the stars align for us, it could be us. So you better be aware of this shit. Don't think that they didn't do that because they were slating you too, bro. You the second biggest person in this shit right after him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You gotta think about this shit. And then you brown. You're a brown man.
Yeah.
You know, like you a historic Hebrew. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's not like you got the complexion for the connection. So you think they not paying attention to you? Come on,
Yeah.
man.
And then, yeah. Like yesterday, we was talking about the World Series, and there was 69 viewers, and then when the video ended, it was 147 views. It's like they're obviously controlling our videos, and
Everything.
yeah, they're controlling it all, man. That's
Controlling
why our
everything.
videos are not really reaching the people, because they have our channels really controlled.
Down to the weather.
Yeah,
Don't
they
nothing happen to these stadiums. Don't nothing happen to a jail. Whenever a big storm or anything come through, nothing happened to a
or
stadium.
government
Nothing.
or a government building.
None of these teams' planes crash. Nothing crazy tragic ever happens to these people. You know what I'm saying? But to regular people, it does. But all of their scripts and everything lines up perfectly how they wanted to. They keep these people alive till the shit, so they can have this shit keep going. You know what I mean? It's like nothing normal happens to these people. Nothing.
Yeah. Yep. You're right.
Nothing normal. At least what they showing us. Their lives is completely not normal and not theirs. They are toys. So I don't pay attention to this shit as much no more, man. These people are Manchurian candidates. Truth. They probably not even real. They probably literally Manchurian candidates. On that movie, that man had a whole he didn't have no clue what happened. They hypnotized all of them into thinking something. And then this man had a whole lab in his office. He called his phone from another phone. He said his name 3 different ways and activated him. The man didn't even know that this stuff was happening to him. You know, like these people, there's so much stuff that could be happening with these people we would never know, man. So I appreciate you, Truth. I appreciate you for this video. Thank you. Because I know what I'm betting. So
Appreciate you too, man. Yeah, I think we can close it out there, though, man. I appreciate you coming on, though, man.
thanks for having me, bro. I appreciate you.
Absolutely, man. Yeah, so I'll leave it there. Yeah, like just to recap everything, we got the Dodgers winning in 5, you guys. I think the Dodgers are gonna win the World Series on October 29th. I know that's what this main video is about, but we did talk about other topics which are important as well. But yeah, shout out to Ocho, man. Ocho's a veteran in the community from Philadelphia. He came out to 9/11 with us. A lot of people didn't come out, which is unfortunate. Anyways, yeah, just if you guys are gonna bet on the World Series, just be careful. Don't go crazy. It's only one series. It's a bunch of other rigged games you can take advantage of. You could have took advantage of that Game 7. That was an easy one. But yeah, I'll leave it there. NBA season starts today. Hop on the Patreon if you want the sports picks. You got a nice Kevin Durant tribute in the first game of the year. Houston Rockets are playing the Thunder. I'm gonna leave a link in the comment section. But I appreciate everybody for their support and enjoy your week. Peace. Thank you for watching.